But again, if you use it for everyday running, you know, pretty good. Go and try it without the sock. Hi guys, it's Matt here. How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm back with another review. Surprisingly not. This time around, I'll be reviewing the first. I guess it's the first. It's Allbirds' first performance running shoe, the Allbirds Tree Flyer, which has been released very, very recently. In today's review, I'm going to walk you through the specs of the shoes. I'm going to be talking about what I like about the shoes, what I don't like about the shoes, and as always, whether they should buy the shoes or not. So let's get right into it. The Allbirds Tree Flyer is a performance running shoe, well, kind of sort of performance running shoe from Allbirds that uses a brand new foam called SwiftFoam, which is 30% lighter than Allbirds' other foam called SweetFoam. So it's 30% lighter than SweetFoam and has a 25% better rebound than SweetFoam. So SwiftFoam, lighter, bouncier foam than the predecessor, without obviously compromising too much on sustainability, because Allbirds is a very sustainable company at the end of the day. And it even says it on the heel here, on the external heel counter. It says 9.92 kilogram, of CO2. Probably that's how much it takes to manufacture these shoes, which is very, very low, as always. As well as the SwiftFoam. The Tree Flyer uses this wool-based upper, which is breathable, has a sock-like fit. As I mentioned, it has an external heel counter, very comfortable padded insole and heel collar area. The Allbirds Tree Flyer has 8.5mm drop, so it's 20, is it 20? Yes, so it's 22mm at the front and 30.5mm under the heel. Allbirds recommend this shoe for runs over 10 kilometers. It's not really a long distance running shoe as such. It's got more like a short to mid distance running shoe. Apparently it performs best, in those distances. And again, this is supposed to be like a faster, more responsive running shoe from Allbirds. And I was curious, whether it lives up to this, this claim to be a performance running shoe as such. And it kind of does, and it also doesn't. When Allbirds say it's a performance running shoe, it doesn't mean that it's for racing, for example. This is not a ASICS Metaspeed Edge Plus. It's still an everyday running shoe. So it's a daily trainer for faster runs. Not tempo runs, although, again, I think Allbirds says that it's good for tempo runs as well. I guess you could use it for tempo runs. However, the way the shoes fit and the way the foam behaves, it's more like I guess it's closer to a shoe such as the Nike Air Zoom Pegasus 39 in this regard. So it's not a tempo running shoe. It's kind of like a faster everyday trainer. Again, it has a good stack height. At the same time, it's also a bit loose. It's not loose. So I got a wide foot, as you probably know from my previous videos, if you watched those, and if you didn't, please subscribe and like the video, this one, and then the previous ones as well. So I have a wide foot. And even with that, so the sock-like upper is actually a bit looser than how I would like from a shoe I use for faster training. It's not baggy. It doesn't kind of slide around on your foot or anything, but it's certainly not like a performance tight upper. Also, because of the wool sort of material it uses for the upper, I feel like that after a while it would get even baggier, which is again fine for an everyday trainer, not necessarily for a performance running shoe. So for everyday training, sure, definitely very comfortable. Again, it has like sock-like fit. There's a lot of wool and padding going around in the inside as well. It's comfortable to wear. I would go as far as to say it's comfortable enough to wear without socks. Again, if that's what you want. Although, for something, if you want to go for like a proper, kind of tempo-ish run, you might want to put on some socks and don't want to just commando in the shoes. But again, if you use it for everyday running, pretty good. Go and try without the sock. As for the foam and then rebound of the foam, as you can see, it's somewhat flexible at the front and then around the heel, but you got this flared heel construction as well, which is supposed to help you land a bit, a bit more, evenly. So it kind of puts you in the right trajectory. It's somewhat flexible. I found the rebound to be less impressive, so to say. It's not bad. But again, from a performance side of things, I would like a bit firmer toe off than what the Tree Flyer provides. This is like not the lightest of running shoes. I think the size 10, a UK size 10 is around 310 or 313 grams. Again, a bit on the heavier side of things. Not too heavy, definitely not heavy for an everyday trainer, but for like, again, kind of performance runs, it's a bit on the heavy side. It was pretty good to run in. I tried it in like on a warm, a couple of warm days, and there is some ventilation going in the shoes, and because it's not too tight, I didn't feel like, oh, I want to take the shoes off as soon as I finish with my run. So that's great. But it definitely didn't help me run super fast. It was fine. It was fine at best. Which is again not terrible, but I think given how much emphasis Allbirds put on the, oh, this is like a super reboundy, super performance shoe, it's not that. It's a great everyday trainer shoe, and if that's what you want, you should check out the Tree Flyer. For an everyday trainer, this is not a cheap shoe. So this costs £150 in the UK and $160 in the US, which is not not a cheap shoe per se. Again, super sustainable. It costs as much as the Under Armour Hover Machina 3, which is a very decent shoe. And that has the Hover Machina 3 has a 500-mile life cycle for its foam. I'm not sure how much how long will the Tree Flyer last. Again, it's kind of like a fair amount of foam, and then you got a nice amount of rubber on the outsole as well, which again is like an FSC-certified rubber, so very sustainable. If I want to put this in context, right? You got shoes such as the Nike Pegasus Air Zoom 39, and then you got the Under Armour Hover Machina 3, and this on that scale of things, the Allbirds Tree Flyer sits closer to the Hover Machina 3, which is supposed to be a slow, everyday trainer, whereas this is supposed to be a kind of performance 10k plus runner for, again, everyday runs and training, but kind of like faster. However, I feel like that this is more of a more of an everyday trainer, a moderate pace everyday trainer for people who like a nice comfortable shoe. Again, compared to the Hover Machina 3, this is the upper is definitely more again, the Hover Machina is not uncomfortable, but this has like a kind of I guess I kind of like the sock-like fit of this upper. This shoe is not going to push you to go run really fast, at the end of the day. So if you don't want your shoes to force you to run really fast, this is a very good option. Again, you can do fast runs if that's what you wanted to do. I mean, it's not going to prevent you from running fast, but it also won't help you run faster if that's what you want. So you might want to check out other shoes. Again, not a bad shoe, and considering the sustainable nature of the shoes, paying £150, $160 for a sustainable everyday trainer with a good rebound and a comfortable upper, it's not an extreme sort of thing. For people who can afford these shoes and want those things, comfort, rebound, whatever looks, the Tree Flyer could be a good option. I think Allbirds need to either remarket this shoe as a just an everyday trainer, or tweak it so it's a bit more performancy. Upper a bit tighter, maybe it's a bit more foam under the front, under the toes. I would probably prefer that, and maybe just a bit more. I don't think we want to put a carbon plate in this one, because that would not make it very sustainable. However, if you make the toe offs a bit more energetic, that would be good. So that was it for today, guys. Allbirds Tree Flyer. Get it if if you need a sustainable everyday trainer. Don't get it if you need a tempo runner. That's it, really. Thanks for watching, guys. I did mention earlier in this video, if you like this video, please leave a like. It means a hell of a lot to me. And also, obviously, please consider subscribing to the channel. There's a lot more videos coming around running shoes and training and whatnot. And stay tuned for that. And thank you for watching. Have a lovely day, guys. Speak soon. Cheers.